Man, what an explosive end on the final frame, pretty much, of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Honestly, this fight, or the fights that were happening in this episode, were definitely everything that we wanted and more. If anything, we definitely wanted more fights. For example, there was a lot of fights that were done off screen, kind of where you see the results of it. Although I will say, I wish they would show a lot of the fights is what happened. We definitely got the main attraction of Hinata and Rimuru, but honestly, the fight that kind of, I don't know if you want to say stole the show or was for the most part most of this episode, was Shion and her fighting with Hinata's second in command and lackeys. Honestly, I mean, we really in this see how strong Shion is, and also in comparison, all the people that are under Rimuru. This was definitely a redemption episode to show how strong Shion is, because when they manifested the holy field that was around Shion to basically make her weaker, and then to fire blast are supposed to decimate her because she's a monster, I really felt like, okay, we get to see why Shion is so strong and her redemption from her death previously. So the fact is, okay, these guys want to come back and they want to lower her defenses with this holy field. Last time this happened, we saw how it basically took her out. Nah, not this time. She's like, okay, come at me. Come at me with your strongest move, because I just want to show how much stronger I am in comparison to you guys. She's like, how do I show how strong I am without killing you guys? That's a conundrum. What can I do here? And it was just so masterful how she kind of, with all of that, was able to take them on, and how she even took their little rock and just took the guy's ear out. I saw it go right past his face. It's like, oh, he has no ear now. Yeah, he doesn't have an ear, which we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. But overall, I think this was a very satisfying episode for those that were naysayers at the beginning of the season, be like, oh, this season's meetings, oh, this is crazy. And through this, we're actually seeing a lot of results from those meetings, i.e. we knew that the sword that she had, the dragon slaying sword that she had gotten from the 7 days, 7 luminaries, however you want to say it, that, is supposed to be a sword that she uses to vanquish Veldora. It was essentially made to do a surprise attack like this very quickly and just laser beam somebody. But I don't know if it did hit Rimuru, or let's say if it hit Veldora, if it would have been something that they couldn't have been like, oh, well, we're just weaker for a little bit, but we'll recover. While Hinata takes the brunt of it through her chest, and is she dead? Is she out of it? Don't know. Have to see next episode, which makes me believe, is it going to come to the point where Rimuru has to absorb her to keep her alive like he did with Shizu to a degree? I don't know. We'll have to see next week. Now, if you look at this fight, there was a few things here that were pretty interesting. One, the guy that's second in command is, of course, trying to control his underling, the guy with the red hair, and is noticing, wait, why is this guy so ticked off? Because he's saying that, yeah, he has a short temper, but he's an honorable man. But all of a sudden, everything's out the window and he's overly mad. To where it makes me believe, did the 7 days do something to him as well? Or did they influence him in some way? Because look at this guy. He is so mad. The blood vessels in his forehead and the side of his face are just throbbing. Do you know how much anger you have to have in order for that to happen? It's just crazy, because the key is that somebody who is close to him, knows him, is noticing how, wait, this is kind of out of character for him. So what is the deal? Now, granted, he lost an ear, or part of his ear, because of it. And there were still minute things about this fight I thought was interesting. One, if you actually notice in the background, whenever Shion's talking, you can see her forces, Rimuru's forces, still battling with these Holy Knights forces. And as the fight goes on, you can see them winning in the background, to the point of when Shion shatters the force field around them. It's like in the background you see all of Rimuru's forces win, and all of the Knights forces are just handcuffed or just on the ground. And it's like, dang, like this was an overwhelming victory for Rimuru. It wasn't even close. These guys thought, they were like, oh, we are here for God, and it is our goal to clear out monsters and things of that nature. And just to be humbled in such a way that it's not only did you have you thinking it's just a close battle, just, you know, some small skirmish, and it's like, oh, we came out close, you know, God will surely bless us and help us in our next battle or something. No, they were trounced. It wasn't even close to anyone. Rimuru's fight, Shion's fight, everyone's fight was just like, next. I want to interject here that I found it funny that this girl kind of got the lowest on the totem pole by fighting the spy of Rimuru. And he uses a lot of string combat and such like that, that when she was the last one there and he's like, shall we? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, dang, she's dead. I love the fact that the result of this is that after their fight, she's all beat up and he's unscathed. Look at her infatuation. And now she's all fawning over him after their battle, which I for sure thought of all the people to accidentally kill off their partner, I thought it would be him. I'm like, oh man, she's so dead. But thankfully, he held back enough to where now he probably has a girlfriend out of it. Overall, at the very end of things, or technically I would say the beginning of the episode, is the overarching story of here of a Lady Luminous, as she is naked, bare body, touching something that is absolutely frozen. And of course, her skin is straight up, you know, getting frozen and normally would peel off there. But of course, she has the ability to heal herself. So it technically, I guess, is more than just a little nuisance or a rash. She is holding on to this box that holds a body in it. And when I saw the body, I for sure thought it was a suzerain, but I'm like, wait a minute. That girl was absorbed by Rimuru, thus the reason why Rimuru looks the way he does. There's no way that she was able to get the body here. So you know, in my anime sense, I have no clue who this is, but we shall know in the future. And I'm sure those that have read the light novel / manga probably do know. But you know, no spoilers, please. But I will say this is very interesting concept here, and follows true to what the theme song was doing when it happened here. I envision that she will pay a visit to Rimuru or to Tempest and meet with Valdora, because in the theme song you can see where they have a funny moment together between Valdora and herself, which, with the fact that the next episode is literally called Scheming of the 7 Days, kind of tells you that, all right, with everything that happened to Hinata at the very end, yes, we're probably going to now see the 7 Days get maybe their comeuppance, or we'll know more about their plan, which I'm hoping we get to see Diablo here as he's trying to figure out in the back end everything that's happening. Maybe we'll be able to see Diablo as he is fighting as well. Regardless, that was pretty much it for the episode. Great fighting, great stuff that happened in it. Looking forward to the rest of the season to see what in the world happens from here. And of course, do not forget, we still have to deal with, I believe it's Falmouth and what's happening there as forces are going to attack that nation. So, man, it's a lot that's going to be happening, and I'm looking forward to it. But Make sure you guys like the video, make sure you guys are subscribed, because we'll definitely discuss and look at more of this anime and several others on the channel as well. So, a lot of you guys are not subscribed, but I would love to have you join up so we can actually discuss, talk, and go over more here. You guys be safe, take care, and Lord willing, I will see you in the future. Bye-bye for now. Make sure to check out the extra content on our Patreon page, and thanks to our current patrons.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.